The Sarge and OQ Revue. Now, this young man in front of me, I had the pleasure of seeing him several times in concert, but it was a guest appearance that let me know that he had arrived. I went to see J. Cole in Madison Square Garden, and he was brought out on the YG set, and I never saw Madison Square Garden sold out, light up, so crazy for somebody that just did a quick guest appearance, had the crowd wanting more, and just left. A AP Ferg is here.
What's up, bro? It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Man, God is good. Let me just say something to you. Honestly speaking, we, I know you meet 1,000 people. We met on several occasions. You came here at Sirius XM in the Big Bubble with Rocky. When Rocky, his first album came out, and you've been here several times since.
Right.
And you know what? The one thing that always hits when anybody mentions your name is good, positive energy.
Wow.
You
You're
know
like the umpteenth person to say that.
And that's like one of the most awesome characteristics that a person can have. Do you get that often? Like, you say you get it often.
I do. I think it's just like passed on from my grandmother because, growing up, I never wanted to do nothing bad in front of my grandmother because she always had like a dope energy about her, as well as my father. So like me and my pops had like a really, really good relationship. Like my mother got like, the asshole in me and just me doing too much, you know what I'm saying? She's seen all sides of me, which is, is good because she's my mom. But like, my father and my grandmother, I guess like I really get that wholesomeness and humbleness from them.
And that's how it feels when you go to one of your concerts. Like last night, it doesn't feel like a disconnect with artists. It feels like a family type shit with you. It's like,
definitely.
Like people, everybody actually, they know you. Like that's Ferg. As opposed to other, and God bless Rocky, he's more like the star and the fashion guy. But you just feel like home. Like, is that Ferg on goddamn on Flatbush Avenue?
Part of that also is because like I never wanted to become a prisoner of my own success. Like, so no matter how big I get or whoever I worked with in the studio or, how many videos or TV appearances I did, I always want to be comfortable in my surroundings. So I'm making my business to go back to my neighborhood and stay there until it becomes regular for people to see me and they don't act all crazy. I even tell my fans, like, yo, I'm going to walk in this crowd right now and don't go crazy. Like, don't fan out. Like, we going to chill. We going to mob. We going to do music because I really want to just kick it. You know what I'm saying? I want to kick it with the fans. I want them to understand that, I'm a human being first. And, because a lot of people get it twisted and conflicted. Like, these dudes are celebrities, stars. We don't got feelings. We emotionless. And a lot of people become prisoners of their own success, and they don't know how to get out of that bubble. That's why they turn into drugs and all of that other stuff because they're not releasing. I think it's therapeutic for me to remain humble and stay human. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why you get like a real human approach from me. Yeah, I don't ever, I want to be as huge as Michael Jackson or even bigger, but I don't want to go through the same fame problems he went through.
Yeah. So you brought along
Crystal Caines.
Crystal Caines. Crystal, introduce yourself to America.
I'm Crystal Caines, A AP Ferg's artist and producer. I helped him with the earlier work, like Work and Shaba, as far as like engineering wise. And I did Lord on his album. And
with the Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
Bone Thugs.
I produced that beat, and then.
So you're a producer and do you rap?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a hard lyricist.
And an engineer sometimes.
Yeah. That's different. A female, because honestly speaking, like even around these hallways, we really into this whole empowerment of females, and it's like just to see somebody, because that's a rarity. Females on the beat first and foremost, not just with the rapping, but the now how does it feel now with Ferg about to hit back, get back on the road and got this brand new single with Future? How does it feel like okay, is this that? Does it feel like a quasi crazy space for you?
I mean, it's always been a crazy space because this is something new for me. This is something that I've been doing for a long time, but the situation is new. Ferg and I have been friends for a long time.
Right.
But we've been working on music for a long time as well. So, you know, the fame and stuff is new as well. For me to see people like, yo, Ferg, can I take a picture with you? I'll be like, alright.
Are you from Harlem too?
Yeah, right around the corner from where Ferg used to live.
Alright. 877-604-4746. Let's play the new single and come back talk about it.
Alright, no doubt.
You know, a new level.
Let's get it. Me
Great
featuring
energy.
Future.
Great gym energy. And I described
great gym energy. I didn't even work out to it yet.
Hold on.
I see everybody
I'm
posting
gonna tell
their
you,
workouts.
I got a great story. It's Hip Hop Nation. It's Hip Hop Nation, straight hip hop hits, period. A AP Ferg and Crystal Caines.
Yes.
With an S.
Yes, with an
Yes,
S.
with us.
Hey, we got a video out too called White Lines, me and her.
White Lines.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, she got
Matter of fact, we're gonna play that song next.
Oh, let's get it.
So a new level.
Yeah.
Great energy for a new year. Seriously.
Right.
Like, let me tell you something.
That's how I was feeling.
I
felt like it's a new year, it's a new level. Like, it's time to up the bar, up the ante.
Let me tell you something. I got a workout partner.
Right.
When we work out, we side by side on the treadmill.
Okay.
And she thinks that she could always take me.
Okay.
I put her.
Girls go hard in the gym.
I know.
Yeah. I had a female trainer once.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy. I mean, that didn't last for too long. I mean, you know.
The last 2 minutes of that 30-minute run.
Right.
The toughest.
Yeah.
I put that new level on.
I'm on a new level. Make you black out. Right?
You hit that speed button. I was on like 6. I went to like 8.5. What was it like making that record?
Man.
With Future.
I made it first without Future, and then I added him on there.
Okay.
I just thought he was a great addition. But just what you said, like I wanted to put that ambition out there. I wanted to put that energy out there. Very motivative. Growing up, I always watched different artists and wish they would tell their story more, or wish they had more interviews on talking about their struggle or songs. And I'm just basically giving the fans what I wish I would have been given growing up.
Here's the thing, and this is for both you guys. Is your backgrounds West Indian?
Yeah, we both Well, I'm Trinidadian.
I'm Guyanese.
You Guyanese.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, there's a traditional New York sound, but then there's an A AP Ferg hip hop sound.
Right.
And I think that's where the conflict, because Shabba Ranks, that song is hoo hoo.
Yeah, still turned up.
And all of your music is, except for the other thing when you're going completely other side, but most of your music is high energy. Does that come from your background, the culture? Say, like even with the rhythms and everything in the West Indian culture?
I would say some it probably does subconsciously. I don't know, but I think also too the reason why I was making a lot of hype songs was because I was scared, and I was scared to make a slow song and make people feel me. So I knew how to make people turn up, and that's my comfort zone. So in this new album, like my new album is like a lot of like songs where I'm getting deep about myself as a person and like where I come from, and just the lyrics is crazy. It's about the writing, and it's always about the writing for me, but I think my comfort zone is more aggressive, more upbeat songs.
And when you're producing beats for Ferg, is that your approach too? Like, there's a certain kind of beat that he,
I think I got,
or even the mob in general.
Yeah, I think I got Ferg's bounce under control to know like what tempo he'll like. But like he likes to include his own sounds as well, because he helps me produce some beats as well, because he'd be like, throw this in there, throw that in there. So he's definitely a good help. Yeah.
So the new album, Always Strive and Prosper.
Right, taking it back to the roots, ASAP. That's what it stands for.
Yeah. So what was the whole context and behind that? Because I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I expected a dark album. Okay. I expected something Blue Mountain or Purple. Because you guys had a great loss in your camp.
Right.
But when I saw the title and the energy behind a title like that, what were you thinking?
Well, Yams came up with the name Always Strive and Prosper. R.I.P. to Yams. And he didn't come up with the title, but he came up with the name of ASAP, period. He started ASAP.
Okay.
And I basically wanted to take it to the roots. And that's me, always strive and prosper Ferg, ASAP Ferg. So it's like basically I'm telling my story about always striving and prospering. That's what New Level is about. Used to be sleeping on itchy beds, bed bugs in a motel. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the come up, like where I come from. And it was a long time I felt like my fans didn't understand who I was because of my comfort zone and putting out the aggressive music and not really shedding the light on much of the slow lyrical songs. This album, I'm going straight lyrical. I got bars. I got the sonics is crazy. I work with DJ Khalil on a lot of the beats. I work with Clams Casino. Put them both in the room together. Added that classic mixed with the new flavor of ambience and all of that. And I work with DJ Mustard with Missy. You know, I just added everything that I loved into that album, and it's a great album. It's some of my best work.
You say it was more personal, and cause, I keep it 1,000 with you. You know, like for the first time last year, I actually did counseling.
Okay.
You know, like coming off of a loss and those type of things. Was your music more therapeutic, cathartic, cathartic, and all those other things as it pertains to you and where you're at, and is that why you wanted to be more personal this time around?
No, I just wanted to be more personal because I wanted my fans to understand who I was as a person. I felt like with Trap Lord, the album, they got the aesthetic of A$AP Ferg. They got the shell, they got all of the gloss, all the grills, the diamonds, this, that, and the third. But it really doesn't make me, and it doesn't really tell people who I am as a person. So, I mean, I basically grew. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I created Trap Lord, I wasn't traveling. I was in New York. I was broke as a motherfucker. And, can I say motherfucker?
You can say motherfucker?
Yeah, I was broke as a motherfucker. And, yeah, I didn't even have a passport to travel Europe or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I was confined to my environment, and I was only talking about what I was seeing. With this new album, I traveled the world. I lost a friend. I lost a couple friends. You know what I'm saying? Go to
Queen of the Ring battles and stuff like that?
No.
Nah, we used to go to different blocks and neighborhoods and battle like different people. So we grew up doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's just a part of like the culture, if you may. And people can't let it go. But I feel like with this new computer thing, this computer era, the internet and everything, it changed music because now kids is hanging out with each other over the internet.
Yeah.
And the sounds are merging.
Is that how you got your connection to some of the southern influence with the, like with the trap thing and the Texas connection with the trill?
I didn't even know I was doing trap music. I just thought I was doing music. I was never really into trap music. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the music I listen to.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't understand the whole idea of something being trap, really, because I just know good and bad hip hop.
Exactly.
I know the shit that moves me, and I know it does.
And that's exactly how I think about it. I mean, the whole Trap Lord name came from my hustle, my grind.
Okay.
Just the different traps that I'd had. Like I done sold belts, I done made clothes. I was never in the streets. I tell anybody that. I went to art school, and when I'm talking about this trap, I mean like me selling my own merch and things like that. You know what I'm saying? To make money. The Yams called me the Trap Lord because I was just the lord of anything I was trapping.
Yeah.
So that's where the name came from. It's not because I made a bunch of trap records.
Yeah. Speaking of Yams, and I know we're gonna wrap this up, but speaking of Yams, because I'm on the outside.
Right.
And I know that you guys have a core following, but we all were kind of just shifted when we heard about the loss and what it meant for your following.
Right.
As a celebration of his life, who really was he to the clique? And you guys both answer this, to the clique, the crew, and now how do you still keep it moving with such a central figure going?
I feel like Yams somewhat was the glue and definitely the mastermind that put us all together as a collective. Because you got to think about it, we are all different materials, different textures, and he weeded us together and made us work and branded us and put us out to the world for everybody to digest. You know how hard it is for a person to digest one person?
Yeah, I got you.
He made it easy for everybody. So in a way, he's like Steve Jobs. He packaged the iPhone nice and pretty and easy for us to maneuver through. And that's exactly what he did with ASAP.
Yeah, he's like that manager in the 5 Heartbeats trying to keep y'all together.
No, he was no manager. Yams is no manager. I'll let you know that. Quick, fast. Man, Yams couldn't manage himself. But Yams is definitely a genius and a mastermind.
Hey, let me just say something to you. Honestly speaking, and I think that you, in particular, and other folks in your clique in general, including us meeting Crystal here, are great reflections of his legacy. And when's the album coming out again?
The album, I don't have a date yet. I'm not going to let nobody because my fans are going to kill me. I keep doing that. But it's coming out ASAP.
Okay. But seriously, I started the interview like this, and I want to end it by letting you know, and you know, for real, your energy, because I'm a real energy person. Your energy,
me too.
Your energy has always just been right there, man, and you're just a great reflection on this culture, and we just appreciate you, man. For real.
Appreciate that.
In this short time, you know, like for you to have the effect on folks around you like that is just awesome, man.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
And I see Crystal coming.
Oh, yeah, she's coming.
Yeah.
You're
To
gonna
the stove.
It's Hip Hop Nation.
No. So, like, me and my pops had, like, a really, really good relationship. Like, my mother got, like, you know, the asshole in me and just me doing too much, you know what I'm saying? She's seen all sides of me, which is, you know, is good because she's my mom. But, like, you know, my father and my grandmother, I guess, like, I really get that wholesomeness and humbleness from them.
And that's how it feels when he was brought out on the YG set, and I never saw Madison Square Garden sold out, light up so crazy for somebody that just did a quick guest appearance, had the crowd wanting more, and just left. A AP Ferg is here.
What's up, bro? It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Man, God is good. Let me just say something to you.
Yes,
Honestly speaking, we, you know, I know you meet 1,000 people. We met on several occasions. You came here at Sirius XM in the Big Bubble with Rocky. When Rocky, his first album came out, and you've been here several times since.
Right.
And you know what? The one thing that always hits when anybody mentions your name is good, positive energy.
Wow.
You
You're
know
like
what I'm
the umpteenth person to say that.
And that's like one of the most awesome characteristics that a person can have. Do you get that often? Like, you know, you say you get it often.
I do. I think it's just like passed on from my grandmother because, you know, growing up, I never wanted to do nothing bad in front of my grandmother because she always had like a dope energy about her, as well as my father.
The Sarge and OQ Revue. Now, this young man in front of me, I had the pleasure of seeing him several times in concert, but it was a guest appearance that let me know that he had arrived. I went to see J. Cole in Madison Square Garden,